22 News is in Rhode Island tonight, working for you with information on where terror suspect Alexander Ciccolo is being held. Welcome to 22 News at 5. I'm Juliana Mazza. We begin with continuing coverage of the alleged Alexander Ciccolo terror plot. 22 News reporter Julie McDonald traveled to Central Falls, Rhode Island to learn more about the detention facility where the terror suspect will be held until his trial.
We know that Ciccolo was living in Berkshire County. He was arrested in Adams, and then his detention hearing happened at U.S. District Court in Springfield on Tuesday. 22 News wanted to find out why he'll be awaiting his formal trial in Central Falls, Rhode Island. He will await that here at the Donald Wyatt Detention Facility in Central Falls. To give you an idea, it's about 6 miles north of Providence, right next to Pawtucket. If you remember, Johar Tsarnaev awaited his trial at the federal prison at Fort Devens, north of Worcester. Detainees here at Wyatt are in the custody of the U.S. Marshal Service's New England jurisdiction, so it houses men and women from several states. Where to send people is at their discretion. Wyatt is tucked right in the middle of this old mill city, and as a matter of fact, this facility is right next to a couple baseball fields and just minutes from the downtown area. About 19,000 people live in this small city, which is just over a square mile. Now that we know where Wyatt is located, next on 22 News at 5:30, I'll tell you how this maximum security facility operates. Live in Central Falls, Rhode Island, I'm Julie McDonald for 22 News.
22 News working for you tonight at the Rhode Island Correctional Facility where terror suspect Alexander Ciccolo is being held. Good evening and welcome to 22 News at 5:30. I'm Barry Krieger.
And I'm Juliana Mazza. Terror suspect Alexander Ciccolo was in U.S. District Court in Springfield Tuesday for a detention hearing, but he'll await the start of his trial detained in Rhode Island. 22
News reporter Julie McDonald traveled to the small city of Central Falls to learn about the maximum security facility there.
I'm outside the Donald Wyatt Detention Facility just north of Providence in Central Falls, Rhode Island. This is where the U.S. Marshal Service has decided that Ciccolo will be held until he's tried for his alleged terror plot inspired by the Boston Marathon bombings. Now, this maximum security facility can house up to 770 detainees. Most of them are men. There is a smaller 40-bed unit for women. I spoke with the acting warden, Dan Martin, on the phone today. He explained who they receive and how long they stay is completely at the discretion of the U.S. Marshal Service. Once they're here, though, Wyatt classifies their inmates by 3 security levels based on their history of violence or any mental health issues. Alexander Ciccolo has been classified as level 3, the highest risk. Next on 22 News at 6, I'm going to tell you what Ciccolo's days here at Wyatt will be looking like until he returns to court. Live in Central Falls, Rhode Island, I'm Julie McDonald for 22 News.
The people that you see being executed are criminals.
For the first time, we are hearing from the Berkshire County man suspected of plotting terrorist acts on behalf of ISIS. Good evening and welcome to 22 News at 6. I'm Barry Krieger.
And I'm Juliana Mazza. The Adams man suspected of plotting a terror attack inspired by the Boston Marathon bombings will await his trial in Rhode Island.
22 News reporter Julie McDonald went to Central Falls, Rhode Island to find out what Ciccolo's life will be like at this maximum security facility.
I spoke with acting warden Dan Martin today, who said that Alexander Ciccolo has been classified as a level 3 detainee here at the Donald Wyatt Detention Facility in Rhode Island, meaning he'll be living under the strictest security measures. Martin said that when men and women arrive here to Wyatt, the medical staff screens those individuals, and the decision on their level is made based on their history of violence, any mental health issues, and whether they pose a threat to themselves or to someone else. Under level 3 status, Ciccolo will still be allowed to make phone calls, meet with some visitors, take a daily shower, and go out for an hour of recreation time every day. He'll be kept in a separate enclosure during that rec time, but there is still some communication with other detainees. Martin added those security classifications are reviewed every 30 days, so that means Ciccolo could earn more privileges during his time here at Wyatt. Stay with 22 News both on the air and online at WWLP.com as we continue to learn more about this story. Live in Central Falls, Rhode Island, I'm Julie McDonald for 22 News.
Federal authorities today released a video of Alexander Ciccolo being interviewed by police. The 9-minute video was played during his detention hearing in federal court in Springfield on Tuesday. At one point during the interview, police asked him about ISIS beheading people.
The people that you see being executed are criminals. They're criminals. They're the lowest of the low.
So children, women.
They don't kill children and women. That's lies.
Children and women have.
That's lies.
Okay.
That's lies. They will do that if they fight. If a woman or a child fights.
If you'd like to continue watching the video in its entirety, we have it on our website, wwlp.com.